Good afternoon, and what is a warm, bright and sunny day. It is Wednesday the 22nd of March. I've got a nice hot cup of tea. And a parcel to continue unboxing. Now, I've already pulled out, I've done an unboxing of Woodfall, which is a really nice little sort of sandbox, old school Renaissance setting, designed by the Lazy Lich. And I've got several more things in here, starting with Willow, a grim micro setting. So, back we've got a selection of Dan's dismal supplies. I'm not quite sure what that involves, but I'm sure it all will be explained inside. And and this is a fanzine. It's a micro setting for pen and paper role-playing games designed to work with both the standalone setting and plugged into your campaign world. Pull it apart or mine it for content for your own sessions. It's static for Swords and Wizardry, but it can easily convert it to the OSR system of your choice, or even 5e. Now that's important. I mean, the thing is, so much of the content of the old school Renaissance can be adapted to different systems. It's interchangeable. So, you know, and that means actually you can take some of the content from the old school Renaissance and run under 1st edition Dungeons and Dragons if you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. Easily you could mine for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition the other way and take content from that and put it into your old school Renaissance game. So we have a really kind of simple basically sandbox area marked with different terrain, which is forest, river and corrupt forest encounters. We've got a guide here, that's essentially how to use fitting Willow into your existing game, and a discussion of the play style. We've actually got a better map of sort of essentially illustrated map of Willow, the location, central location. I don't know whether that's actually marked on this map. I'm presuming that it might be that, but I'm not sure. It's not quite clear. So yeah, we've got a nice, really nice sort of like image of what the Willow looks like as a village or in a place of habitation. You get a good feel for it. Willow Town, and it's located beside the Lake of Tears. So I think it's actually there. Because there's the lake. And then you have explanation of Willow Town, origins, Morose Morgan's rule, basically is governing the place. Then we have hooks, reasons why players end up stuck in Willow, rumours about Willow Town, weather and descriptions. So you've got a sort of reasons to be there, rumours, things you might hear, not many because it's a small place, weather, and keeping sort of the place sort of flowing and alive. Key NPCs, so you've got a description of each one, illustration, little column, what do they want, and what are they doing now, and they're doing for each of them in each turn, explanation of who they are, and you know, just giving them a good solid background in just a third of a page each. So for example, Ezra. Previously a mage employed under a king in a distant land, there was an insurgency and Ezra had to flee with her daughter Sanya. She now wants to live a simple life as a river merchant, provincial, but the waterways to big city trade. She's secretly a 3rd level wizard. Like Grace, her boat was attacked by arrows from trees. What does she want? She wants to keep Sanya, her daughter, safe, live a simple life, keep her past secret, avoid danger. And so on. And then we've got so basically the Wobbly Woe, the fastest of the 3. This is the boat, there's no weapons on board, it can fit 15 people and so on, and that's her trading boat. And it's doing sort of like the same thing for all 6 NPCs. We discussion of the Blue Brew, which is going to be the tavern, and so actually description from the outside, description from the inside. So you that's nicely done and clearly marked. Possible guests that the player characters might encounter there. Other locations, Haggard Henge. So automatically kind of got an old English countryside kind of feel. You'll find hedges all over the place, all over Europe, but of course the United Kingdom, Great Britain is kind of known for them. The mill, the tree house, other locations in and around Willow. And then Willow town and cause and effect list, so if the players flaunt their cash, they will be made fun of and get repeated charity requests. Try to convince folk to ferry upriver. Guests in the Blue Brew will be riled up and convince Bartholomew to ferry them in the Heavy Heart. Will be attacked by Wailing Willow Fire, Ashen Dryads, and eventually the Necrotic Trent. So that's nice. It's essentially, here's a list. You've got quite a long list of sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You've got 20 different things there that the player characters might attempt in the town of Willow, and what will happen if they do. The game master doesn't really have to adhere to those unless he wants to, but they're good pointers. And then you have relationship problems between the NPCs. That's a little bit esoteric with the different symbols. The different other species found nearby. One of the NPCs is basically a greater relationship group. We've got a discussion of the various different species that might be found, races that might be found elsewhere. And then we have the first dungeon locations, the Seaweed Shrine. So nice open plan dungeon, quite easy to use. That runs to 16 locations. List of dungeon monsters, things like the aquatic elf skeleton, undead seaweedling, undead electric eel. And then further out we have the Forbidden Fortress. This is going to be much larger. Well, this is basically what we got left. We got Wizard Tower. Inside the Wizard Tower, that's a fantastic piece of illustration. Really busy, really capturing the flavour of the feel of the inside of the building. Just oh my god, what's that? What's this? You're just poking around in someone's shelves of just those things that they've accumulated over the years, and it's collecting dust and cobwebs. You could just take that and populate it with so many interesting things for the player characters to investigate and examine. Evil plants in the corrupted wood. Things like Nightmare Flower, Shadow Wheat, Skull Flower, Skull Rose, so on. Then you've got stats for the details of the other folk found nearby. So you've actually got more details of the crow folk and the rat folk. And it's simply, you've got more tables for what happens if the players do this. So if the players ask for help defeating the Okalisk of the crow folk, the crow folk are reluctant to help since their numbers have been reduced as so much that they can take to the skies to scout for trouble and report information back to the players, but they also provide bows and arrows. Again, motivation and result. That's really nice. And they do the same thing for look to be the much fouler rat folk. And then we have the Necrotic Trent, which is the evil villain of the piece. And the Okalisk, strange creature. We have an Ashen Dryad, and overlord monsters, rat folks, undead crow folk, Venus Wolf, Wailing Willow, random NPCs as well. And then we have a timeline of possible events, following through what might happen if nothing happens, and then tables of random treasure, basic, advanced, and rare. And then, of course, Dismal Dad supplies on the back, a list of things that player characters can buy from the local village store. So yeah, that's Willow, a grim micro setting by the Lazy Lich. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, do please click on the like button down below. And if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, where you see me out here with package containing a book or game, which I'll unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do hit the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I'll be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.